It's Missy here. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today I'm doing beauty and makeup A to Z. So I've seen this going around. I think Jen Phelps is who started it and she did makeup A to Z. But I've decided to expand that to include beauty, skincare, hair care, etc. along with makeup. I will try to remember to insert pictures of what I'm talking about rather than trying to gather up all of the products, and that takes a lot of effort. And if you haven't heard me mention it before, I have myasthenia gravis, which causes extreme muscle weakness, and I don't have the physical energy to do that today. I'm out of spoons, so to speak. So I will be inserting pictures. I apologize again that I'm not pulling these from my stash, but if you've watched any of my inventory videos, you've probably seen what I'm going to talk about. So the A is AOA Studio. So AOA is the brand, one of the main brands from Shop Miss A. And Shop Miss A is known for having dollar makeup. Dollar sponges, dollar makeup, dollar skincare, dollar hair stuff. And their home line AOA, which I think is has some really good products. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. They have two different lines, especially that I love. They have the Paw Paw and then they have the A+. And both of those are charity lines. So a portion of the funds they make on those items go to those, they have two different charities that they support. And they have really good prices for less than $2 a piece. So I've raved and raved and raved about their concealer. Maybe I can pull that one out. This is it. It don't look like much. It doesn't look like much at all, but this is probably my favorite concealer of all time. Now, the one thing that I've gone on and on about AOA is their shade, their shade range is shit. But the product is really good, and some people will probably be able to mix a couple in order to, create their perfect shade. But again, theirs is shit like many others is shit. So, yeah, the other one is their, this is their buildable satin foundation. They have a matte one that I haven't tried because I don't wear matte foundation if I can help it. But this is really, really good. These are like $1.88 or $2 a bottle. I mean, you get a foundation for less than $4 if you buy two. They're not a full ounce, they're not equivalent to a full-size foundation, brain fart. But it's really, really good. You don't need a whole lot of it. I have the two lightest shades because I have to mix, because this is Fair Ivory and you can see it's a little dark. But really, really good, really worth the investment. Really, really love. I love their eyelashes. I love their sponges. Their sponges are so, so good. This is one of their sponges. Do I have another one? This is one of their sponges. This is one of their sponges. This is a velour. So this is like kind of a dupe for the one from Juno & Co. I really love this one. This one is so, so good. I recently washed them, but it's kind of stained, and that's okay. Another thing that I love, if you watched any of my inventory videos, again, their cream blushes, their cream highlighters. They just have a really good line of products that are actually just really, really good. And again, some of them are $1. So really something that I encourage you to check out. Letter B is BH Cosmetics' newest palette. So I'm talking about the ice cream palettes. I'm talking about that blueberry palette and the mimosa palette. All of their most recent launches have been such good quality. I mean, those ice cream palettes are amazing. The texture is so beautiful. The mattes are so beautiful. The shimmers are so beautiful. Like those, and they perform so well on the eye. I mean, BH Cosmetics has really kicked up their game with their formula. I don't know what they've done, but it's been fantastic. I love their brand. I have the Zodiac palette. I mentioned that their baked eyeshadows are beyond reproach. Is that what I'm trying to say? Like, they are just next level good. I have the mimosa, the blueberry muffin. I have the cotton candy and the cherry on top. And I'm hoping to pick up pistachio, and I think it's cotton candy. I think they relaunch on the 12th. Again, I don't know when this video will go up, but there you go. C is, of course, ColourPop. I love their eyeshadow, and I love their new Pretty Fresh foundation and the illuminator. I know a lot of people have suggested that, you know, their formula is not as good as it used to be. I haven't had a problem. I heard someone say that they didn't like the formula in the Stone Cold Fox, and I think that's the best formula they've ever had. So eyeshadow formula and how it performs on the eye is very, very personal to each person. It's kind of like mascara, like I've mentioned before. But I love, love, love their new foundation. I hated their tinted moisturizer. I hated their foundation stick. Like, I hated all of that, but this Pretty Fresh foundation is just so good. And again, I love their eyeshadow palettes. Love, love, love. D is a perfume, and it's Daisy Dream by Marc Jacobs. Oh my God. So back when I used to get perfume samples in the mail from like Ulta, remember where they used to send like the packets or whatever? I got Daisy Dream as a sample, and I fell in love. It's the one that has the well, you'll see the picture. It just smells so flippin' delicious, and I'm down to a roller ball of it, and then I'll have to invest in a new bottle, but it just smells so good. I'll try to remember to pop up the notes of the scent, but yeah, it's delicious. I love it. For E, we have the e.l.f. foundation and concealer. So their flawless foundation and their hydrating camo concealer are just so good. That e.l.f. foundation is so surprising because I think it's $5, and it's probably one of the best foundations at the drugstore. Again, I think it has a color range, shade range. The concealer is a bit better, but the two of them together are beautiful. They're beautiful on their own. Both of them give you really a flawless hydrated look. Now, if you're oily, you may not love them, but if you use like a mattifying primer underneath, you could probably get away with it. Now, I did not like the putty primer, probably because, again, I don't have a whole lot of pores that I need to cover up or do anything with. I didn't like the slip of it. I didn't like the texture of it. So that is one thing that I didn't care for them, but I love that foundation and that concealer. F, Flower Beauty. I love Flower Beauty's foundation, and I love their concealer. Again, I'm going to be kind of repetitive with this. Shade range. They have expanded a little bit more, and now they have a shade in the concealer and the foundation that would match me better, but I'm not buying anything else until I move some out of both of those categories in my inventory. But it's just so beautiful. I love their blush balms too. Their liquid blushes are so good. Drew has done a really good job with that line of products. I don't know that you can get it at Walmart anymore, but you can find it at Ulta. And if you sign up for their newsletter, they always have sales. Always have sales. I didn't care for any of their eyeshadow palettes. I haven't tried the Jungle Lights palette, but their other ones were garbage, hot fire garbage. But the foundation, the concealer, the liquid blushes, the powder blushes, they're all so beautiful. That celestial primer or serum, that's really beautiful. So Flower Beauty definitely gets a thumbs up from me. For G, I've talked about this perfume ad nauseum. So this is the Organza Parfum by Givenchy. So I currently am working on the cologne, and I'm hoping to finish that by New Year's Eve. That's in my 9 by New Year's. It doesn't smell nearly as good as the regular perfume. The perfume is expensive. It's $92 a bottle on Ulta. I don't know how much it is on their site or Sephora or anything like that. But if you want to invest in a perfume, this is one to invest in, because You literally need one spritz and you're good. You're good for 2 days. Like if you're someone who showers in the morning and then you get dressed and then you don't shower till the next morning, you're still going to smell that perfume the next morning. So you don't go through it very quickly. So to me, it's worth the price. Now, I'm not one to like buy designer shoes, designer handbags, but I've always worn designer perfume. Always. Always. I love it. It smells so good. The top notes are vanilla and gardenia, which is very surprising. And bergamot. Bergamot too? I don't remember. The gardenia surprises the hell out of me because I normally don't like the smell of gardenia, but there's something about this perfume. It's like like a vanilla musky, just beautiful. And every time I wear it, I get more compliments on what I'm wearing, or people ask me what I'm wearing. And it's just a really good scent. H is the Hello perfume by Harvey Prince. This may be a cologne. I don't remember. This to me is one of those gender neutral scents. It is very like, it's spicy, it's musky, it's sexy. Like it's all these words that could go, you know, and I think it really depends on your body's chemistry. Because it's just one of those scents that feels like it's a chameleon scent. It'll smell different on everybody, but it's so good. Like it's so good. You can get it on the Harvey Prince website. You can get it from Sephora. I believe I got it in a sample from them. But it's something that I encourage you to smell if you get a chance. It's just so good. And they have sales all the time. Again, all the time. For Unique. So Unique, I believe I'm pronouncing it correctly, is a Korean skincare brand. And I have their hydrating toner. I have one of their Snell serums, and I have another serum that I haven't opened yet. But I love both of those products. I won't be purchasing the toner again. If you miss my 10 things I'm not buying anymore, toner is one of those. And it really does act just like a serum. And I already have 2 different serums from them. But when I put that snail serum on, my face is just plumped and just juicy. My face is juicy. I can really tell a difference. I can tell when I don't use it. Like I haven't been using it lately because I'm trying to get through Neutrogena Hydro Boost, whatever. I have the spray, I have the serum, and I have the moisturizer, and I'm trying to get those done. And I can definitely tell that I haven't been using that snail one. Again, I'll try to link the specific one that I have down below. I believe I got it off either YesStyle or Stalvana, whatever. There are several influencers that have codes if you're looking for a code. But really good skincare. I really like it. J will be the Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes and their foundation stick. So I was late to the party with their foundation stick. I didn't purchase that until I bought makeup to do a Black-owned beauty brand video. And I was thinking about doing a whole face as I could of Juvia's Place, but decided against it because I didn't want to pick up any more highlighters, etc. But that foundation stick is so good. It's almost better than my Revolution one, and you know that's the holy grail because I got 18 of them. But it's just so creamy and full coverage, but I feel like it dries down to just a beautiful finish. And of course, you guys know I love their eyeshadow palettes. I have all of the minis minus the chocolates and the neutrals, whatever it's called. I recently got the Wahala 1 and 2. Just a beautiful formula. I love the mattes. I love the shimmers. I love the glitters. Really pretty, and just something that I think is worth a try. They are also somebody else who puts things on sale all the time. In fact, the day after I bought those Wahala palettes, they were in a bundle for like 25% off. So, and buy directly from Juvia's Place. If you can buy directly from BH Cosmetics, they're the same way. I don't know if Juvia's is with Rakuten, but I know BH is with Rakuten, and I think right now they're like 8 or 10%. I'm filming this like December 1st, so it may be different now, but like I just got an email today that they have stuff that's 80% off. Things are always on sale on those 2 websites. For K, I have the Kiss Lash Glue, and I just bought, I don't know, here it is. So I like the one that has the aloe. I think it's aloe. Yeah, the strip lash adhesive with aloe. And I don't put this on the lash. I put this on my lash line. So when I saw that they came out with a lash glue liner, I picked this up. You can see I haven't used it yet, but I'm really excited to, because again, it's easier if I don't put it on the lash. If I just go on my lash line, put the glue, and then put the eyelashes down, I have such an easier time with all of it. So yeah, that's definitely one that's good. For L, it's the L'Oreal Glotion. And I know L'Oreal isn't cruelty free. I've mentioned that I'm not going cruelty free yet. It is just so beautiful. It's another one that I have 2 or 3 of them because it's just so beautiful. And I don't know that it adds a glow to your skin. You put it on, you can mix it with foundation, you can put it on under foundation, you can use it as a highlighter. It's just so pretty, and it's very moisturizing on the skin too. It's not one that's going to dry you out. But when I wear that, I get more compliments in my videos than any other time because my skin just looks healthy and dewy and luminous, and it's all because of that. Well, it's not all because of that lotion, but it's mostly for that lotion. For M, Milani blushes. Hands down, Milani blushes. Their rose blushes, their baked blushes are just so, so beautiful. Their eyeshadow is good too, but the blushes are what sells it for me. I have one baked blush. I think it's Lumina. Maybe I have 2 baked blushes. I have their baked bronzer. I've got like 3 or 4, 2 rose blush palettes, and then a separate rose, and then a small rose. I love their blushes. I think they're really good. Definitely worth trying if you've never tried them before. Just a really, really, really good formula. For N is Not Your Mother's. They have a thicken up line that I love so, so much. Now, I don't know what my hair is doing today. It kind of has its own mind. I'm due for a cut, but I'll probably grow it out again until I can't grow it out anymore. But they have their thickening shampoo and conditioner, and then they have a thickening, pump up the volume. I don't remember what it's called. Again, I'll throw up a picture. It's all the stuff in the purple that I can put in my hair that really does make my hair look a bit thicker. It gives me a bit more volume. Really, really good. I know a lot of people love their products. I know it's Curly Girl approved or whatever, if that matters to you. But I really, really enjoy those 2 products. They also have a couple of hair masks that I'm anxious to try. They've got a scalp booster that I keep meaning to try and keep forgetting to do it. But yeah, I really, really love that line. O is the Origins Drink Up Mask. If you've never heard of it, it's the one in the green. It has apricot oil in it, I believe. It is just so good. I've gone through 3, maybe 4, but for a while I was using it as my nightly moisturizer because I just couldn't keep my skin hydrated enough. But now it's one of the ones that I would use when I'm exfoliating and put that on. It just sinks in the skin. You don't have to wipe it off. You can use it all night. It just talk about plumping your skin. It's absolutely beautiful. It is definitely one that I would repurchase. I've got a couple of other masks to go through first, but it's really, really good. I can't speak to any of their other products because I haven't really used them, but that one is so, so good. For P, it's all about Profusion. I love their new foundation. I love their tinted moisturizer. Again, shade ranges. I'm going to have to do a button. But really beautiful coverage. Beautiful coverage on that foundation. And the tinted moisturizer just leaves your skin so luminous and just beautiful. I mean, the finish is beautiful. I love their eyeshadow palettes. I love their face palettes. I love their brushes. I love their lashes. Their lip products are here or there. I don't love them. I don't hate them. But they have such good products. And if you're someone who's just starting out with makeup and you want to play around, pick up a palette. I'm actually wearing one today on my eyes. I don't know if you can see it. But this is the Love Struck palette. I'm actually using this glitter. And I hit pan on it. I love it. This is on my lid, and then this color is in my crease. And I really love how it turned out. I actually have their liner on too. So So I am definitely one who enjoys profusion. Again, not everyone does, and that's okay, but I mean, $5 for an eyeshadow palette, if you're someone who's brand new to makeup, or you are a teenager, you know, have a teenager in your life or something like that, really, really good. I didn't have one for Q. I could not come up with one for Q. For R, it's Makeup Revolution. I know a lot of people don't care for this brand, and I can understand why, but their foundations and their powder products are normally on point. I love the stick foundation, which is like my holy grail. I love the conceal and hydrate, which is really, really good. I got their new glow foundation. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I looked at my inventory. I thought I had 43, only had 42, and I thought, okay, since I already thought I had 43, I'm going to pick up the 43rd one. That feels like it's going to be really, really good. I love like their bronzer reloaded palettes, or bronzers. I love their highlighter reloaded. They've got a blush palette. They have, you know, blush palettes. They have highlighters. They, you know, their eyeshadows are kind of hit or miss, but they have like their Flawless line is really, really good. Their little icon palettes, reloaded palettes are really, really good. They're just really, like, they have such really good products. I tend to buy directly from their site. It does ship from England, so you have to spend like $65 to get free shipping. It takes a hot minute to get to you, but it's normally a bit less expensive than it is on Ulta, and plus you'll find a wider shade range on Ulta. So again, I know they're not everyone's cup of tea, but I really, really love, like really, really love their complexion products for sure. Some of their eyeshadows as well, but complexion faux show. For S, Sol de Janeiro. Sol de Janeiro, their Boom Boom Cream is it's so good. You guys are probably sick of people talking about it, but it really does smell delicious. Now their Coco Cabana cream, no, it smelled like vomit to me. Sorry, but it did smell like vomit. I couldn't even, I just got rid of it, just threw it away. But the Bum Bum Cream, it just smells so good. I picked up a set last year that has the spray. I think it's the same one from this year. So there's a spray, there's a body wash, and then there's the Bum Bum Cream. And then the Sephora birthday gift this year was the set of them. So I have a couple of them. I haven't bought a big one. I haven't paid full price for one yet. I may wait till next holiday or when they have a sale or whatever, but it just smells so good. And it's not a bad moisturizer either. I was really worried that it was going to dry me out because it is so scented, but I didn't have any issues with it. For T, I had to pick Tarte blushes. Their Amazonian clay blushes are so good. And if you're someone who doesn't have a lot in your collection and you're looking for blushes, pick up their blush palettes. From their holiday blush palettes, you get, 4 or 5 different blush colors. Sometimes it comes with like a bronzer and a highlight too. But though that formula is so good. I love it. It'll take you forever to go through one, but it's just so beautiful. I love those blushes. I finally bought a blush book after missing out on their blush palettes, a couple of blush wardrobes. I'm not sure what they call them, but beautiful is what they should be calling them. For you, I have Ulta concealers and their body sorbets. So I will put up, a picture of the body sorbets and the concealer. Their concealer is so good. It's full coverage. And it's hydrating. It won't dry out your under eyes, and it's just beautiful coverage. I like their color correctors too. As far as the body sorbet, it's a texture that it's like whipped yogurt is what the texture is like. I mean, it really reminds me of a whipped kind of yogurt. It's a little bit thicker, but it's beautiful on my skin. I have very dry skin. I've dry anyway, but also because I'm diabetic and because of all the medication I take, I tend to be very dry. And I can put that on and it's just instantly absorbs and my skin feels beautiful. I put it on at night and the next day my skin feels beautiful all day long. It's very good. I normally use the watermelon. I think they have watermelon, pineapple, buttercream cupcake or something like that. maybe a coconut one. They've recently rebranded, but like I said, I normally use the watermelon one. Ulta does watermelon good. Their watermelon sleeping mask, that's also really good to mention. It smells delicious. Their watermelon sorbet smells delicious. And then I've been using their, like I said, the cupcake one. I'm also fasting. I'm on like day 7 of fasting. And the last couple of days I've used that lotion. And last night I was like, oh my God, it smells like a donut. I want a donut. So it's not good to put on when you're fasting, but it smells really good. It's just such a good moisturizer. And they're always on sale. Again, always on sale. For V, I have Violet Voss. I have 2 of their eyeshadow palettes. I have the Sweet Violet, and then I have the Essentials, and I love them both. I really want to pick up the new blue one. I'd love to get my hands on the Sakura one. They're really just a really beautiful formula. They blend out easily. The shimmers are really, really pretty. She has really good color, color combinations. That's not a brand that gets a lot of it's not hyped on YouTube at all, but I honestly think it deserves way more attention than it normally gets. So really, really pretty. If you get an opportunity to try one, I tried one from BoxyCharm, and then that turned me on to the Sweet Violet ones, and I have 0 regrets on either of those. For W, it's Wet n Wild blushes and highlighters. Their powder products are beautiful, but their stick blushes and highlighters are also very, very beautiful. Some of my favorite formulas. I also love their stick concealer, which is also pretty good, but again, shade range. They also have a stick bronzer. That one's okay. But their blushes and highlighters, they do both of those well, whether you're talking about the powder or you're talking about the cream. I think they're both really good. And again, Wet n Wild's affordable. I know there's some back and forth on whether or not they're cruelty-free, but I think we have to start extending our understanding of cruelty-free beyond just selling in China, because there are other things that can happen in other countries that may change that as well, other than just selling in China. But again, this is, all of that is personal preference, etc. But I think they're beautiful. For X, the XX Revolution foundation and concealer is really, really good. This is their bougie high-end brand from the Revolution. There's XX Revolution, there's Makeup Revolution, there's I Heart Revolution, there's Revolution Beauty, there's Makeup Obsession. They got lots of brands. Lots and lots of brands. So this is their more expensive brand, but I wanted to try it, and I bought the glowy one, so it's beautiful. Like I said, they do complexion products really, really well. I haven't purchased anything else from that line because it's too damn expensive for a drugstore foundation. If I'm going to spend $25 on a blush palette, I'm going to buy something high-end on sale, right? Right. And then finally, for Y, because I don't have a C, is Your Good Skin. I've talked about them before. I don't think I mentioned them on this channel, but I discovered them. I was looking for skincare on Ulta, and they had a 40% off sale, and I bought everything in their line. Like, I bought the cleanser, I bought the serum, I bought the day cream and the overnight cream. And I love the face wash is, fine. It's a face wash. That serum, that serum is so good. Noticeable difference in my skin. Absolutely love it. And the overnight cream is also very, very good. I'm going to be panning one in 2021 in my A to Z Project Pan. Spoiler alert! Because I have one left, but it's really good. The day cream, I don't love it. It's got a sunscreen in it. I don't find that it plays well under makeup. But if I'm just going to the doctor and I slather it on my skin, it does the job. But Your Good Skin is a brand. I can't talk to you about ingredients. All I can tell you is that it works for me. And when my skin was at its driest, I would put down like an oil, like a shea butter oil, or not shea butter, shea oil, or argan oil, and then I would top it with that overnight cream, and my skin felt like I'd used that the purple lidded moisturizer from Drunk Elephant. Felt the exact same. So really, really good for me. If you're dry, check it out. Like I said, the serum and the overnight cream especially, those are really, really, really good. So that's it. That's my beauty and makeup A to Z. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'd love to know if you have any favorites, if you've done this video, or let me know what you don't agree with down in the comments below. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch me. Leave a comment, give a like, whatever you're doing to support my little tiny and baby channel. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.